Salute, Trade Game team. What's happening? What's going on, man? Real fast, hopped in here to give y'all a video. This is something that I see happening a lot. So let me roll these windows down. Yeah, I need some air. I see this happening a lot, and part of the noise because I am on a highway right now. I'm waiting for the store to open to get some supplies that I need. So I said, let me take a second to address this issue and talk to y'all because y'all need to hear this from me. If you're not profitable yet, if you're profitable and you're consistently profitable, then this video probably ain't for you. But if you understand where I'm coming from, also leave a comment. So let's get into the video. I'm noticing a lot of y'all been hitting me up because I've been helping people, and y'all been like asking me for certain things, and I want to explain something to y'all because a lot of y'all are being impulsive, and I want to explain that. Not necessarily that it's bad, but I want to explain this process a little clearly to you. Okay, let's start with me. I had a job that I hated. The first 10 years I worked at my job, I actually liked it. The job started to become more black and brown, and unfortunately for me as a black person, I started to notice that my people are very unprofessional. And I'm not gonna Uncle Ruckus us or say that I don't like my people. I love my people, but I just call it like I see. The truth is the truth, and the job started to become very, very hard. You know, a lot of black people who came after me were jealous of the fact that I was there before them. I had more seniority. I was entitled to more things. They started to feel like it was unfair. They started to complain. They started to do things behind my back to like make my job harder. They did a lot of nasty things like that. And it started to make me realize that black people just don't want to put the time in. And unfortunately, that made me hate the job. The reason I'm taking that as a good thing is because had I not hated that job, I'd probably still be at that job. And in hating the job, I started to look for alternatives to working that job. And then I started looking around and I started remembering every job I had, I hated. I never had a job that I liked except for when I was a kid and I worked on an ice cream truck. I loved that job as a kid. And I had another job. My real first job was working as a lifeguard for a pool. I didn't get certified or any of that stuff. I just was sitting there, and if people needed help because I knew how to swim, because you know, black people that know how to swim apparently is rare. But because I love water and I knew how to swim, they made me the lifeguard for like summer help. And I would come to the pool and I would help them because the pool didn't have, I don't know how back in the day this was possible, but when I was a kid, the pools didn't have lifeguards. They do now, but they didn't then. So anyway, I was the designated ninja swimmer. So those were two jobs, and that was kid job. But as I became an adult, I worked at electronic stores. I worked at Sears. I worked a lot of retail jobs. I did security, you know, and then my last job, which was a trade job. I actually liked that job for the first couple years, and then as it become black and brown, I'll tell y'all what happened. Long story short, I started looking for other ways to get by. Then I started having kids, and the money was good enough, but you know, I had things going on with the kid's mom. I won't get into that stuff. I'll show you that for another video when I feel like revealing it. The point is, I needed money. And I needed more money because I was having kids and things were happening. Life was lifing. So I started looking for alternatives. And I always, you know, because I had kids, I always had my little side hustles. I was in the street for a lot of my life. And y'all know what I mean when I say that. I'm not going to get into details on that, but I was out there. And I played both sides. I was one of those people, I played both sides. Do I have a criminal record? No. Do I have any felonies? No, thank God. Do I have any misdemeanors? No, thank God. So I played both sides. So I was able to always kick it with the dudes who was the school and the dudes who was on the corner. I was able to kick it with both because I was both, right? So long story short, I got tired of both. I got tired of always having to watch my back, and is this going to be the day that I go? There was a time I got pulled over by this person, and he just seemed to know way too much about what was going on, and he scared the bejeebers out of me. He gave me that whole, remember my face, I'm gonna catch you. I was like, oh yeah, it's time to go in ahead and slide. I guess trading was perfect for me because I know how to take signals. So and that's one of the reasons I kind of don't I'm not like a law enforcement lover over here. Some people love the, they love systematic oppression and all that. They think it's just part of life. I don't. If you could be a cop, I don't trust you. Sorry. I'm not against police officers, but if you're one of those police officers who understand your job is part of your job is to work with people that don't like people my color, then I'm cool with you. I don't hate all cops. I have my kid's mom. She's law enforcement. I don't hate y'all. But I kind of am leery of people that think that's like, hey, I'm doing a good thing for the society, and I'm like, your partner just killed like a black dude 3 weeks ago. I worked with a guy, and everybody kept telling me, yo, stay away from him, stay away from him, stay away from him. And I'm like, wow. And they told me that this was the dude who was the first guy that got fired for illegally doing a chokehold on a black kid. I was working with this guy, and I got to see how those type of people get taken care of, even though you don't think so, like the Zimmerman and people like that. Won't get into politics anyway, because I'm already giving y'all a long ass intro. So we're over 6 minutes in, so let me speed this up because I got to get to things and do things. Anyway, long story short, that was the situation that went on, and because of that situation, I started to realize there's a lot more to life than just what we know. And you got to start looking at things. I told y'all the story about as I became vested at my job. After 5 years, you became vested. They changed it to 10 years. They started doing all these weird things. And I said, why they keep moving this thing around? So I started to get curious about this pension. Pardon me. As I looked into the pension, the union started asking us to come to the meetings. And I don't know, for whatever reason, I gravitated towards my union and I started going to one of the meetings. And people was looking at me because I was like the only person from my entire shop, and I worked in Queens, who would go. And people were like, wow. And then my shop steward was somebody that I ended up becoming cool with. He was a very smart dude. He is a very smart guy. So I enjoyed talking to him because he thought I was like a street dude. So he was surprised that I could like articulate myself with him and talk to him in a way that he would understand without ebonics and all of that. And once again, like I said, I knew how to play both sides. So I learned a lot from him. He was the one that told me he knew somebody who lost $1 million in trading, and that trading didn't work, and this, that, and the third. So I love talking to him because he was always like pessimistic about trading. So I love talking to people that's pessimistic about trading, and then like getting profitable, because when you get profitable, you start to realize these are the people that Forex did it to them. Like, when they say LS did it to you, Forex did it to them. So when I run into people like that, I'll be like, damn, man, I always think about YouTube traders, fake gurus, and I laugh because these are people that got so burned, they think this thing is a scam and won't touch it. And these are people that have the mindset to become great traders. And let's get into this video now more, because y'all gotta understand, man, this trading ain't for everybody. You could want to be a profitable trader, you'll never be profitable. You could want to be consistent and you just won't be, because we're not conditioned that way. When you grow up as a kid, your parents tell you go to school and they go to work. You go to school, depending on how well you do in school is how you get treated. My mother and father told me, hey, if you want to get video games, because I was into video games, I still play video games, but I'm a grown ass man, so I don't have time to sit there all day or nothing. I play for maybe 20-30 minutes a day, and that's it. I feel like if I got time to sit there and play games, I could be doing something else. So I don't bash it. I still play, but I just don't spend a lot of time on video games. I just, tinker here and there. I might go online, have an online match or two, and then that's it. I turn it off. So with that being said, you gotta understand that it's gonna be something in your life that's gonna happen, and it's only two ways you're gonna make it in trading. If you made it this far into the video, there's only two ways you're gonna make it, because everybody is conditioned to fail at this because of the system you were raised in. You go to school, you get good grades. The better your grades are, the better you get treated, the more rewards you get. What do these things show? These accolades and accomplishments show that you know how to listen. You know how to follow orders. So you are learning how to go and be fed, not how to go catch your meal. It's a difference here. What we learned in school and what we did at work was we came to work and we followed orders and we got paid. And you go to school and you follow orders, you get a certificate, you get a trophy. You go to work, you get a check. You get rewarded for listening. You don't know how to do unless you're told. So when it comes to trading, you have to figure this out on your own. You have to have critical thinking skills to be able to figure this out, because no one taught you this, because they don't want y'all knowing this. Because if you learn this, you do not work for them, you work for yourself. So a lot of y'all have to break the chain, literally, of how you were raised, because a lot of us don't get it. My mentor, we speak about this a lot. He says he don't teach or nothing no more, because he said people don't listen. And I told him, I said, they don't listen because you have to literally tell people what to do and how to trade. I have been teaching for a couple years now, and I can tell y'all, because now we're going to get to the gems in this video, I can tell y'all who makes it and who doesn't. Automatically, when I speak to people and they say, hey, Jimmy, I seen ABC 1, 2, 3. I'm going to do ABC 1, 2, 3. And then they come and do A, and then they come and do B, and then they come and do C. I know right there that person is going to make it, because that person said they're going to invest. And I'm not talking about money. The person said, I'm going to invest, meaning they're going to spend their time figuring this shit out. There's two ways you're going to figure this out. You're going to invest your money, or you're going to lose your money and invest your time. And it's going to be either or. You're going to either invest time and lose money, or invest money and save time. Either way, you're going to invest, and that's the only way you're going to break this chain, because trading is the opposite of everything we learned growing up. That's something I have figured out through trial and tribulation, that if you want to learn how to be a consistently profitable trader, you have to really start thinking differently. You have to start doing everything that the school system told you to do, but apply it to yourself. Instead of doing the curriculum that they gave you, you got to give yourself or your own curriculum on trading. So I see a lot of y'all hitting me up asking me, yo, I want to do this and that, and y'all don't have no money to invest, but yet y'all work, y'all have time. I showed y'all that I have over 6 figures in credit. I can invest whenever I want, right? You people don't even think like that, but yet y'all live y'all day-to-day life. If you're investing in your job, but you're not investing in yourself, you're not gonna make it in trading. The people who are taught how to trade, who made it and are consistent, are the people who spent the most time and money. I know y'all don't want to hear that, but it's the truth. People who have brought Pyrex Vision, people who have took one-on-ones, people who brought the course, those are my most profitable and consistent traders. Why is that? Because they brought that most expensive thing I got? No, it's because they are investing their time and money. You're going to invest one of the two. You invest in both, like my partner told me, you're going to learn. I said, bro, I can't figure this out. He said, you're going to learn. He said, why? Because you're losing real money. Even if you invest and you feel like you wasted that money, you're going to figure out how to never do that again and how to learn that, because you invested that money. So there's a lot you could do. You could try to get the free this. You could try to do the YouTube that. All that's fine, because you're investing time. But if you're not investing your money properly, and you as a person, all of that time you are investing over there, you really just wasted it. Because all the stuff that you see on YouTube, the free stuff, they say, oh, most of the stuff you can learn for free. That's not really true. There's things that people do, and when they see it's valuable, the first thing they do is they put a price on it. They go, yo, okay, I got something here. I'm going to give them this for free. And once they feel like they really want to learn some more, get some more, they come over here. I don't do that because that's just dishonest. I'd rather just you pay. Why do I do that? Because, like I said, I've been teaching people for years, and guess what I've learned? I know y'all don't really want to hear this, but I'm going to tell y'all. The people who spend their money are more willing to learn because they pay. When you get it for free, people don't appreciate it. I've seen it a million times with y'all. Everybody who tries some free stuff are the ones in there, oh, I don't know, man. Yo, man, I've been trading since 2022, and I've been trading since 2016. That's the reason, guys. That's the reason, because just because you say I'm trading and you turn on a chart and you watch a YouTube video, that's not really doing anything. That's like when you go to work and you watch a YouTube video about your favorite sports player or actor. It's the same equivalent. It's not really gonna get you nowhere. You gotta start investing seriously. Even people who I had a conversation with one trader. He said he made over $250,000 in less than 2 years from trading. And we was talking. He says, yeah, but I'm broke again and this and that, but I'm gonna make it back. And he knows if you're a trader, you're gonna have those moments when you make that money back, and those moments when you're gonna lose a little bit. But overall, if you're profitable, then it becomes a question of what did you do with the money. See, like me, I'm sitting in my truck and everything. Every 3 years I was getting a new car. I don't do that no more. I stopped doing all that stuff. I don't have my jewelry. I don't wear my jewelry every day. I don't wear it hardly at all unless I feel like promoting my business. Why is that? Because bad investments. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna get up here and tell y'all how to invest your money, but if you spending money on daily spends on things like clothes and looking good and flashy, that's nothing wrong with looking good health-wise as far as your skin and your weight and everything. But I'm talking about if you're buying like expensive t-shirts and sneakers every time they come out, and you going out and you drinking and you doing all this partying and shit, you're smoking every day and all that shit, you gotta realize that something gotta give there. Something gotta like get clipped. Like I be having this conversation with my son and he don't get it. And he's 24. My son is 24 and he don't get it. You know, and I'll be looking at him like, yo, I don't get it. When I was your age, I was making $1,100 a day. And this is back in the day I was doing that. Hustling. On top of having my job. So I realize people just don't get it. So I'm going to say it flat out to you, man. You got to take it serious about how you invest your time and money. You're going to either invest one or the other or both. If you're not, if you're playing with this, or you just turning them up on a chart and you're watching a so-and-so video, you're in the Telegram group and this and that, it's not really going to help you. As far as me with the signals, some of y'all got mad at me about that. Some of y'all got mad about the mentorship. If you were serious about it, you would spend money. You ain't even got to spend it with me. You would spend it somewhere. You would be investing your money into something that's going to build towards your education, because learning to trade is like getting a degree. You're going to pay for a degree. You don't have a problem paying to go to college if you want a degree. Why do you think you shouldn't pay to learn a trade? Like, I don't understand y'all with that mindset. If somebody's out here catching fish all day long and you are tired of somebody bringing the fish to you and you want to catch your own fish, if you want to really learn how to catch your own fish, you think that guy's just going to show you for free how he does everything? And then because you already know you could get a fish handed to you, you're not going to be serious about learning what he's telling you. Because you already know I could go over here and do what this guy's saying he gonna give me a fish. Why would I go over there and go get in the water and actually get a spear and put worm on it and throw it in the water and hook up the fish and all that and scale the fish when someone could just give me my own fish? And that's the mindset. But see, the problem with when people give you fish, they're limiting how much you could have. And that's the part y'all don't realize. Yeah, you getting a fish every night, but if you go learn how to fish, you can get as many fish as you want every day. And that's the part that I don't get about y'all, because I consistently show y'all me winning trades all the time, every day. I get bored doing it because I show y'all and then y'all be hitting me up saying stuff like, yo, Jimmy, that one free thing, can I get that? I'm like, yeah, you could get it, but if that's all you want is to not spend money, then you're not serious, because you got to. You got to lose money to make money, guys. In business, you have to do that. Trading is a business. I don't know how many more ways I can explain that to y'all. So whenever y'all come looking for the free stuff, and the free stuff is to help people get on their feet. Like most of the people in the mentorship that I did for free, those dudes are younger than my son, and my son's 24. And I'm glad, because that's who it's for. Because when I was that age, I wish somebody would have invested time in me like that. So that's why I'm making this video. Y'all have to understand you're gonna invest, man. You're gonna invest your time or your money or both. My most profitable students are the people who invested the most time and money, believe it or not. And that's life. If you want to figure something out, you're gonna do that. You might have to buy a couple courses, a couple indicators. You're gonna do that. I had the same indicator I'm using now in 2019, and I was losing trades with it. And my mentor would show me the trades was winning, and I couldn't figure it out. And so, like he said, I kept losing money, and then I said, nah, something wrong, because he's winning the same trade that I'm losing. And then I figured it out. So hopefully y'all get that, and this video was helpful to y'all, because that's where y'all need to be at in life. Y'all need to understand, you need to be getting some kind of way to invest in yourself. You need to, because y'all be thinking this trading is like, it's just willy-nilly because of YouTube. I could learn how to trade. Nah, you're gonna invest time and money. Like I said, I'm on the highway. I'm right in between Brooklyn and Queens right now. I'm on the highway, but I'm gonna get out of here because I was waiting for the store to open, and it's about to open. And I wanted to take a second to make this video to talk to y'all, because I see y'all getting mad about it and all that. And nah, man, it's part of the process. If you don't have the money, that's just how it's gonna be. If you don't have the time, it's just how it's gonna be. A lot of y'all get up and go to work every day because y'all want that fish, but y'all really don't want to learn how to catch them. Y'all just want people to give them to y'all. And that's the same way y'all come to me. And it's the same mindset that's going to keep you from being that trader that you really want to be, or that you're looking up to. Stop expecting everybody to feed y'all, guys. Learn how to feed yourself. You have to invest in order to learn it. You don't just get up and start planting trees and eating fruit. It don't work like that. You got to learn how to farm. It's a skill you got to learn. TGO, invest in yourself before somebody else do it. And guys, man, you're going to invest one or the other. If you really want to pop, you're going to invest both. Sorry. I had to do it too. I didn't just learn how to trade just because I knew my mentor. I spent money with him as well, just to show him I was serious. And that's where it got me. You got to be around winning traders. And sometimes you may have to pay for that, especially if you don't know them personally. I'm out of here. Peace.